Tonight, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. In motion, right one of the tight ends. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Fields. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
You look at this Browns defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A short one there to Fryermuth. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Fields throwing again. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes It's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2nd and 2. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off play action, Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On play action, Fields. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They toss it to Warren. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made here at the 36. And Walker once more. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 17 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
Leading the league in rushing after week 1. You know he'd love to double down and continue that type of play here in week 2.
2nd and 5. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Robinson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the balls.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That's a tough one there defensively, because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there, not a big impact. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Here's Walker to start the drive. Able to power through. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Steelers. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the delay, here's Harris, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Fields. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. Here's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now it's Fields. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
A give for Walker running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the route is on here in this first half. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Setting up the screen, Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw is Fields. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Jordan Love, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Daniel Jones, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 11. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Running right, here's Walker. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 3rd down and 1. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Browns! Justin Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for